What even was your question about receipts in a wallet? It was a joke about the Jets head. Coach, I'll explain it later on. That's funny. All right. Well, do you want to start over?
Yes. In fact.
Ay, 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 ay.
All right. Welcome to the Korn and Kock podcast.
Welcome. It's been 2 weeks. We took last week off. What's today? Monday the 19th.
Yes.
Yep.
Sorry for taking a week off. We pooted our
Apologizing
pants.
to me or the viewers?
I'm apologizing to you. I'm sorry, Stone.
Well,
The viewers.
don't apologize. Wait, hold on a second. What are you apologizing to me for not recording? What you should be apologizing to me for is calling me out online about why we didn't record. That's what you should be apologizing to me
We're
for.
gonna start this again.
Yeah, because you do it all the time. One of my biggest critiques of our entire friendship. Have I told you this?
Let's hear it. Let's start the podcast off saucy.
Well, I think the other one is, and it's not nearly as bad, but one of the other things is you'll interrupt somebody.
Oh yeah, I know. I have like right now. I just did it.
Like right now. Yeah.
To just say I have a horrible interrupting problem. It's fucking bad. I recognize that.
It's not as bad. I remember one time I like.
Oh no, I remember you like fucking railed into me. You're like, "Can you please let me finish a fucking sentence?" And I was like,
"No, I didn't say that." But I think you said, "I don't mean to interrupt," and I said, "No, I take offense that you interrupt. So you can just wait till I'm done talking, then you can say whatever you want." And you just look like a little kid that was told Santa Claus isn't real.
Yeah.
But
I deserved it. I deserved it.
It was years of pent up, like, whatever. But the number two thing. Let's say we make plans to hang out. Let's say Monday. Let's say on Saturday, we agree to make plans. All right, and we're gonna hang out. If Saturday comes, and I'm doing whatever, you won't say anything. And then Saturday night, you're going to go, why didn't we hang out? Which I would say, why didn't you say anything? And then it's always nothing, or why didn't you reach out to me? It's like, dude, this is 50-50. Either we both failed or we both succeeded. So if we both did message each other, then we both failed. Why is it like on me and not you? That's the only other thing. And
because I'm more epic.
Sure enough, last Sunday, 10 o'clock at night? Or no, it was Monday morning. That's what it was. I commented on your Twitter post, Slayer, about Pikmin 4.
Yes. Yeah, it was the Direct, the Nintendo Direct. Well, we got to talk about that, and we got to talk about Queenie McPeenie, but yes, continue.
What the hell is Queenie McBeanie?
Queenie McPeenie.
Oh,
yeah.
Are you talking about Queen Elizabeth?
Yes, we can talk about that after you're done reaming me a new one.
Well, that's essentially it. There's no point of asking why you do it, but I can't say stop doing it.
You
can definitely do that.
Yeah, you can.
I just said I can't do that, so I just did. A hot take. That's the hot take drop. Where's my phone?
I think that could work.
Yeah, here, give me a hot take.
Korn and Kock hot take.
Yes.
I'm not sad that the Queen died.
Wow, that's a hell of a lead-in.
Well, before I get canceled for some fucking bullshit.
Cancel him, not me. I don't share any of this. So this is on him.
Literally, all I'm going to say is, like, I'm just not sad about the Queen's death. Like, that, I'm just not sad about it. That's it. Like, I'm not saying anything bad about her. I don't think she deserved to die. Nothing like that. I'm just saying I'm not sad about it. Like, I know the whole world is mourning, but I'm just not sad. Like, is it a crime to not be sad about something?
No. I mean, I don't know, Robert Plant passes away, I'm gonna be pretty bummed out. Do you even know who Robert Plant is?
He's the guy from Led Zeppelin.
The guy.
The dude from Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, there's 4 of them. What was his job?
Being in Led Zeppelin.
Okay, so I already take offense, but whatever. But yeah, Robert Plant passes away, and if you don't know who he is, that's one thing. But if you know who he is and you're not sad, okay, whatever. Yeah, I don't like being told you should feel sad over this because somebody passed away. You should feel sad because whatever. It's like I don't really have anything to this, Look, I'm like, it's a bummer, but wasn't she like 96, 97?
She was very
98?
old, yes. She had a very
Yeah.
she was like the queen for like 70 years.
Yeah, so 70. So even then, it's like, dude, she lived a long life. It's not like she
Yeah.
was 61. If she was 61, I'd feel pretty sad. Like that's too
more
young.
that's more acceptable to be. And I mean, like, if you're like British, or like you're more in tune with the royal family, like, fair enough. I'm not judging anybody, but like, I'm not sad about it. I'm a dude who lives in Arizona and I draw tits for a living. I'm not sad about the Queen's death.
I don't know. I mean, is how many people in this country are sad? I haven't even
I'm
really met
sure-
anybody.
There's no way that this is like, well, it could be true, but like, I saw this one green text. And if you don't know what a green text is, it's like a screen cap of like a story from like 4chan. And usually it's like a funny story or like a sarcastic story, but sometimes it can be like a real story. Most of the time it's not real, but that's why they're funny. This guy was like, "Oh, sick and tired of living my life. I'm such a useless fuck. I talked to my friends about offing myself. Find out like 2 days later that 3 people I knew killed themselves because the Queen died. I hate my life even more now." Because he couldn't bring himself to do it. He couldn't bring himself to. But like, then like, people off themselves because of the Queen, and it's like, he felt like some kind of weird irony there, and chances are it's probably not real, but.
All right, I'm not gonna lie. You lost me halfway through that, so yeah.
It's because you're
But
wearing
you
your
don't-
White Sox hat, dude. It's blocking
Huh?
the brain. It's blocking the brain waves.
No, I canceled the brainwaves on this. Yeah, look, this Queen Elizabeth thing is almost kind of like the next thing. Probably the Queen Elizabeth thing is the biggest story, I guess, but there's another big story that just happened yesterday or this morning, and it's the leaked footage of Grand Theft Auto 6. And Rockstar. Dude, did you read the statement Rockstar released?
Yeah, they're like, we're fucking pissed, but we're still gonna make the game. Bye-bye.
Yeah, it's like, I wonder how long they've actually been working on it. Did you think that at all?
Judging from the footage, it's either they started working on it very recently and this footage, because like, if they've been working on it for years, I feel like it would have leaked sooner.
Some
I feel like
hacker just got it. I mean, I'm
there-
amazed.
From what I read, apparent, like, this could be wrong, but from what I saw, apparently somebody paid an employee of Rockstar $100,000 in fucking Bitcoin to leak the like a build of the game.
Bitcoin.
Yeah,
Why are?
Because it's harder to track, I guess. You can still track it, but it's harder to track.
So what happens when you get caught and they do track it?
Then you get fucked in the ass by the law, long dick of the law.
Yeah, then the law is gonna go. Why'd you? I think you should have taken the $100,000, dude. Why'd you do Bitcoin? I don't get it. Didn't the guy who caught Tom Brady's 600th touchdown get like a Bitcoin or something?
You told me about that, yeah. So he didn't want to give it back, and they're like, "No, come on, dude, you got to give it back." And they gave him like a slap on the ass and a Bitcoin.
Yeah, they gave him like season tickets for 1 year, some merchandise, and then a Bitcoin. It's like, great, a Bitcoin. That's awesome. How about you give me $100 cash, hardcore cash? That's what I want. That could be a drop.
Hardcore cash.
Yeah,
like
but
that.
again, I watched some of the footage. What are people upset at this? Like, are fans upset that this leaked? Because I don't see what the big deal is here.
Well, it's a big deal for the company because it's like it's all about like
Secrecy.
and it's like I assume that Rockstar is like, we don't want to show it off until it's done, because if people see this like early footage, they're gonna think, because most people are fucking dumb, right? And they're gonna look at that footage, they're gonna be like, oh, is this what the final game is gonna look like? I'm not gonna buy it. Because like people are actually that dumb, and they don't know how game development works, and they don't realize that there's like alpha builds and beta builds of games, which means like alpha is like the skeleton structure of the game, and then beta is like, oh, we're doing more work on it, and then like later on it actually gets finished. Like
so
they just think the game just appears out of nowhere, and it's like, oh cool, I can buy it.
So do those same people go to a house that's being built and look at the just pile of wood and go, where's the house? Well, houses have to be built.
That'd be funny.
Dude, houses can take a while, especially big ones. I don't know if you know this, but houses don't just appear like that. You got to build them. And we've driven by plenty of houses that look like they're built.
Half my neighborhood looks like that.
Exactly. The house at the end of your street. Hey, that looks finished. We get by. It's not finished yet. So that's what these people don't even sound like gamers. They just sound like snobby people that just, like you said, what do you mean the game's not done? Well, it takes a while to make these. Now, they've made it like 11 years. That's a little ridiculous.
I mean, to be fair though, GTA 5 is the like second best-selling game of all time behind Minecraft.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they, like they're just fucking coasting like the past 11 years. They had no reason to make one. And like even still GTA 5 is like super popular, and like thousands of people play it.
Well, so, it's 2013, so it's 9 years. So we're almost at a decade. We're almost at a decade.
I'm not saying they shouldn't make a new one. I'm just saying like they second best-selling game of all time. That's pretty fucking impressive.
You don't think this one's going to top that?
It's not that I don't think it's going to top it. From what I've seen, I've watched some of the clips as well. It looks good, and it seems like they're improving a lot of like the police AI and like all the other shit that like. I'm sure it's going to be much more fine-tuned, and it's going to be much more realistic than GTA 5 was. And GTA 5 was also like pretty damn realistic. Well, I mean, like as realistic as you can get with like a stupid game like that. But
well, exactly.
I don't know if they're going to like recapture the magic is what I'm saying.
Well, how real do these so-called gamers want this game to be? It's still a video game. It's still going to have glitches. It's still going to kind of have these things where if you play it 20 hours straight, it might look weird or something like that. There is no perfect game. There's no perfect anything. It just sounds like these people just want to be disappointed, so they set the bar so damn high. They could take 20 years on GTA 6, and it could be perfect. I guarantee you, video game critics on YouTube, who are keyboard warriors, who don't show their face, they just hide behind the comment section. You hear their voice, but you don't see their face. They'll destroy GTA 6, and you ask them, why didn't you like it? And they won't give you a good reason. They'll just talk your ear off, but they won't say, I didn't like it because this. They're just going to go, well, for a game that's dude, just stop talking. Do you ever wish you could mute somebody?
Yes.
Like that movie. Did you see the movie Click with Adam Sandler? You just get that remote, just mute somebody. Oh.
And then you become the angel of death.
The angel of death. Yeah. So either way, I don't think it's whatever. And there might be a female protagonist.
Yeah, that's what everyone's saying, that it'll be a woman.
I mean, that's cool. I mean, but again, where is it taking place? That's honestly my biggest question.
It's taking place in Vice City. I already said so. Like the leaks
the whole
for the
game?
Well, because like Vice City is like one of the cities from like a previous GTA game, right? But like obviously made modern. Apparently, there's gonna be another city. I've never heard the name before, but apparently it's like mentioned in GTA 4. and like they're gonna like have like it's apparently it's gonna be like fucking huge. Like it's gonna make GTA 5's map look like a fucking joke in comparison.
What, you're gonna need 2 discs to download the game?
Well, you needed
Like-
2. You needed 2 discs for GTA 5.
No. I'm talking. You needed 1 disc to download the game, and then the second disc was to play. You need 2 discs just to download the whole game, and then the third disc is to play it. You follow?
So you're talking about
You're
some,
gonna need 2.
some Final
Dude,
Fantasy 7 shit, is what you're saying.
You're gonna need 2 consoles for this. You got to buy 2 Xbox.
2 PS5s with no games.
Exactly. But also, again, where's the fun in that? It's like, hey, we just made GTA 6. That's great. How much is it? $150. And we're launching it on the new console that's coming out. So that's going to be an extra $1,500 you got to spend on it. For Grand Theft Auto 6, you know the game. Play 5. Play 4. It's the same game. What's the difference? The female protagonist, okay. It's going to take place in Vice City. Awesome. I mean, did you see my idea in the group chat earlier today?
I skimmed through the group chat. I was kind of just like shitting on Zane for being like, oh, it's kind of shitty for them to leak it. It's like, I'm going to leak your entire album, motherfucker. And he's like, I don't care about that.
Well, you know why he said that, though, right?
He wanted to, he wanted to seem tough and cool. So mean. I'm sorry, Zane. You know I love you.
No, not that. It's his. I only think I'm wrong here. I think video games are his biggest passion in life. And that's not an insult. He likes video games. And he's explained to me, he's explained to me like the history of every console and how it works and everything like that. So he has to video games what I have to like baseball. It's closer to my heart. So it's more personal. So when he's something like this, a video game company gets footage leaked, he actually kind of feels for them because it's like, hey man, don't do that. But if I say something about baseball, it's a stupid sport, whatever. So it kind of, that's what I'm saying.
I would back him on that. I would absolutely back Zane on that, except for the fact that he's said explicitly several times that he would not buy Grand Theft Auto 5 simply for the fact that he considers it a friend's house game. And by that he means it's something that he would never own, only ever play at a friend's house. And it's like, well, if you're not even going to buy the game, then what is it like? What does it matter?
What do you care?
If you're not a like, if they fucking spoiled like the next Silent Hill, or like a new Silent Hill was in development and they spoiled that, or like a new Metal Gear Solid and like Hideo Kojima came back as like the lead developer, the producer, then I could understand if he was like upset that it leaked. Because it's like, where's the surprise in that? I would totally understand that. But the fact that it's for GTA 6, a game that he's never going to play, like, on his own console. Yes, Zane, I'm talking to you directly when you're watching this right now. You frickin' frick. You frickin'... I don't know.
Well, you kind of said if you're not a fan, what do you care if it gets leaked?
I mean, like, and then he's gonna be like, well, how would you feel if Pikmin 4 got leaked? And we got to get to that after this. We gotta talk about freaking Pikmin 4.
How would you feel?
I would be indifferent. I'd be like, I'm still gonna buy it and play it. Like, if it, like, leaks aren't the entire experience. And I think I mentioned this the other, like, 2 podcasts ago or something, where I was like, if someone spoils something for me, I don't really care, because the journey to how you get to those like big reveals is still entertaining to me. So if someone spoils the final boss for a game for me, I'm like, oh, who gives a shit? I'm still gonna enjoy playing the game.
See, think of the journey of me going to a movie and I'm driving, I get in the car, I'm driving to the theater, and right when I'm walking up and buying the ticket, right when I walk in, you come over to me and spoil the movie. Well, you just ruined the journey for me and then walk away and claim what's the big deal.
Well,
so there is that.
I understand. Like, I understand that I'm like a fringe case. Like, I wouldn't like go around and spoil shit for other people. But like, I just me personally, like, it doesn't really bother me all that much. Like, unless I specifically say don't fucking spoil this for me, then
that's what I said. If someone puts that disclaimer, you even said if someone says don't spoil it for me, you're still like, what's the big deal? But you just
no.
Put your finger down. Put your finger down. Put your hand down. Now you can speak. Yes. Don't
I
give me
was
the
going
finger.
I wasn't giving you the finger. I
You were
swear.
going like this. You were going
Okay, I
like-
was giving you this finger. I wasn't
Yup,
giving you this
da-da-da.
finger.
You put both fingers. Yeah, there you go.
I was going to say that I said that if you haven't seen something in like, and it's been out for like 20 years, and I know you still disagree with it, but
No.
I'm just clarifying.
No, you're already wrong. I said if someone says don't spoil it, and you still countered that.
No, I didn't. I was like, yeah,
Yes, you
I won't
did.
spoil. All right.
I did. I said if I say don't spoil this, you're still gonna be like, oh come on, that movie's been out. You don't know what happens. And I go, just stop talking about it. Just like Russell when he would not stop talking about Silent Hill 2. You never had an interest in it. Now when I say, hey, I might play it, so don't talk about it. Now it's just crawling out of your mouth to talk about.
That is absolutely fair.
Put the finger down. Put the finger down.
I'll put
Man.
both fingers up, motherfucker. I'm ready to fight.
Wow. You're saying?
I don't
You
even know.
forgot.
I don't even know anymore. Like what? Fucking,
Yeah, what?
I'm probably gonna buy GTA 6 when it comes out
I-
on PC.
I
I'm
don't
not
even
gonna.
know
I'm
if I
not gonna
can.
fucking. I'm not gonna buy a fucking PS5 or an Xbox Series X for
Well,
it.
and that's where I get screwed because I don't have those. And of course, those games. You really think GTA 6 is going to come out on the 360?
Of course not. Of course it's fucking not.
Exactly. It's probably not even going to come out on the Xbox One. The
Oh,
Xbox One's going to
no.
be phased out.
Oh no, it's already being phased out, bro. Like,
Exactly, bro.
bro.
It's ridiculous.
I just the whole like idea of like see the one thing I can respect
idea.
the one thing I can respect Nintendo for, there's the finger again. The one thing I can respect Nintendo for is, I mean, like they have new consoles and stuff, but usually when they have like a good console, they stick with it for like a long period of time, you know?
Yeah.
But like with Xbox and PlayStation, it's like, oh, PS4, oh, PS4 Pro, oh, PS5. Oh, and like next year we're gonna see the fucking PS6, and Goodbye Volcano High is still not gonna be out. And it's
I
like,
know it. Dude, it's how I feel with phones. Like the new iPhone 9, iPhone 10, iPhone 11. You still make phone calls with it. You still text people. How much different can this phone be than the last one? Well, it's got more memory storage. That's great. You can put more nudes on there. Awesome. What else can I do with this phone that I
nudes
couldn't
are back.
before? Seriously, that's why phones just annoy me. And now I think I have a Samsung. I'm not sure, but my phone is starting to, be outdated, and I'm gonna have to get a new phone. For what? Just to keep up? It's pathetic.
that's the thing that kind of sucks about it, is that you can't really keep an old phone nowadays because of planned obsolescence. Is that the word? Obsolescence. Point is,
Your phone is old and sucks. That's
no,
what
no.
you're looking
This is
for.
what's really fucking scummy, is that as new phones come out, fucking like Apple and Samsung, put updates on older phones that make it run slower on purpose, so you'd be incentivized to buy a new model of the phone. It's actually fucking malicious. It sucks. It is the fucking worst.
I know. And you know what it comes down to? It all comes down to money. You know what the newest thing in sports is right now? You want to take a wild guess what it is? All sports. Not just baseball, all sports.
Sports betting apps.
Okay, that's not what I was thinking, but that's actually a good one.
Because there was like FanDuel, and then after I found out about FanDuel, there was like 18 million other ones. It's like Red Sportsbook, sign up now, get $1,000 free in bets. It's like,
I
no,
know.
thanks. I'm good.
Well, that is technically right, but that's not what I was thinking of. It's apps. So you know how like there's Fox. There's Thursday night football, Sunday night football, Monday night football. Well, that's nationally televised. Apple TV and Amazon Prime have essentially gone to the NFL and said, hey, we'll give you $2 billion if you give us Thursday night football. I don't know if it was $2 billion, but it was a lot of money. So now you can't watch Thursday night football unless you have Amazon Prime.
It's fucking stupid. I fucking hate. I really fucking hate all of this like app wars bullshit. How like
Oh.
before it was Netflix. You had Netflix and you could watch whatever fucking movies they put on there, and that was that. And now you got like fucking Discovery Plus, you got HBO Max, you got Stars, you got fucking Amazon Prime, you got all this fucking shit, Hulu, all of this separate shit. You got to get 18 fucking apps and pay $5 a month, the exact same price or even more that you would pay for a cable subscription for all these shows and movies that used to be in one fucking place. And it's like, it's so fucking infuriating. I want to watch South Park. Okay, well, get HBO Max, but we're only going to put the exclusive stuff on Paramount Plus. Well, why the fuck would I want to get Paramount Plus then? Dude, there's nothing else on there.
I know.
What, to watch Dora the fucking Explorer? Give me a break.
I know, it's silly. And I'm going to paint you a hilarious problem Major League Baseball could have. Are you ready for this? So you know Aaron Judge, right?
Aaron Judge.
Now that is a drop. Aaron Judge has 59 home runs. Mm-hmm. That is a lot. The American League record in one season is 61. Okay, so he's 2 away from tying, 3 away to break. Guess what happens on Friday?
The game is it being exclusively streamed on something.
Apple TV. Have you ever heard of Apple TV?
Are you fucking serious?
Now here's the deal.
You're not going to be able to watch that game unless you go to Apple TV?
MLB is full-blown panicking about the fact that history could be made and practically little to no viewers can see it unless you have Amazon Prime on Friday. Now, because Apple TV, look at it this way. MLB can't go, hey, we're just going to take that away from you. Apple TV will go, hey, I spent $1 billion and we just got blessed with
they're
this.
fucked. They're fucked. They can't do anything about it now.
So, now it could not happen. He could break it before or after. But could you imagine Friday night, Aaron Judge, history. But did you see it? No, you didn't, because it's on Apple TV.
Watch it on YouTube Premium, only $20 a month. Fuck off.
Yeah, $20 a month. Look, if these apps were $5 a piece, I'd consider it. But Amazon Prime is like $9. Who knows what Netflix is?
Like and Netflix is dying though, and honestly,
that's so sad.
It's really not. Fuck them.
Come on, Netflix was like the OG.
Netflix was the OG. Yeah, Blockbuster was the OG. Where's Blockbuster now? Fucking gone.
Well, come on, Netflix isn't gonna die. It's a streaming app. Why would it die?
Why would it die? Because everybody realized that they could make their own streaming service and put their own shit on there. And then what the fuck does what the fuck does Netflix have? Alone in the Woods 2?
Nobody sleeps in the woods.
Nobody sleeps in the woods?
Look, this is like when somebody told me in 50 years baseball won't be a thing anymore. Are you kidding me?
Okay, really? That's actually fucking stupid. That's ignorant.
Yeah, like no one's ever gonna pick up a ball and throw it to somebody. Someone's gonna take a stick and hit it. They'll just reinvent the sport all over again. If that happens.
Exactly.
Yeah. So why am I supposed to believe Netflix? Maybe not the OG, but like one of the OGs. It's just gonna be like, nah, we're good. We're out. I mean, look at all these Netflix originals.
I'm not saying that they're going to drop out. I'm just saying that they're going to fizzle out to the point where it's like they can't support themselves anymore. Cuz all these Netflix exclusives, who gives a fucking shit? I haven't heard of any
comedians.
I haven't it's a good place to watch comedians and I don't even know what else. I don't even know what else is on Netflix that's that you can't already watch somewhere else.
Well, that's the frustrating part is some things might, like a show I've been watching is off Netflix, but then someone told me, I'll give you my HBO Max account so you can watch it. So then it's that's why Netflix won't go away, because all these apps, it's just these movies and TV shows bounce one app to another. Nothing just stays the same. You're telling me we can't have the God app, which is everything that's ever been made is on this one app?
Yeah, there is actually. You know what? It's funny you mentioned that. There is actually an app like that. It's called the Pirate Bay. And funny
Oh,
enough,
gosh.
it's absolutely free. All you need is a Tor browser and a VPN, and you're good, my friend.
You'll see a black van parked outside your house for 2 weeks, and if you get by the 2 weeks alive, you're good.
Oh my fucking
Yeah.
god.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
all right.
you know what? You know what I have to say to that?
What?
That's actually really funny.
Oh, come on. I get.
No, I'm not saying that sarcastically. I actually thought that was really funny.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna
the
say,
black
that's like
fucking
a deep,
van.
yeah, it's like a deep web thing where I'm sure we've all heard of the deep web. I don't have to explain it. But those videos that are kind of creepy, but you hear it 10 billion times. I went on the deep web and I went in one chat room and I got out immediately. And then a car parked outside my house for 3 days. It's like, okay, well then maybe you shouldn't do that in the first place.
Well, maybe you should. First of all, that's probably not true. And second of all, even if it is true, why the fuck were you like, oh, curiosity? Suck a dick. How about that? If you're that curious, find out what it's like to suck a dick. You'll get the same amount of enjoyment.
Or, like I told you earlier, I'm hungry. We'll eat something. Nah. And then 8 hours later, I'm hungry. Did you eat? That's what goes through my head.
Bruh.
Oh fuck.
I'm not gonna say this on the podcast. I'll tell you when we stop recording.
Oh,
But
Jesus Christ.
both of those drops go through my head when I'll just tell you. Remind me after over the podcast, and I'll tell you.
I'll try to remember.
All right. Well, since we weren't on last week, let's go over our NFL picks, baby. We got 2 weeks under our belt.
Wait, hold on. I got it. Where's the fucking? Where is it?
Oh, you got it? What you got? What you got? All right. Since yeah, we weren't on last week. So for week 1, you had the Raiders over the Chargers.
Because the Chargers logo looked like a banana.
Yeah, and I was starting to sweat that game, but the Raiders lost 19-24. I had the Ravens over the Jets, and they won 24-9. 1-0 for me, 0-1 for you. Week 2, you had the Bears over the Packers, and I saw the beginning of the game. The Bears looked like they were kind of making it interesting, and then they totally crapped the bed. Bears lost to the Packers 10-27.
So is that a negative point for me?
No, we're not doing points. Maybe next year we'll do points, but not this time.
So it's I'm 0 and I'm 0-2.
You're 0-2, yeah.
Fuck.
My
Damn
pick,
it.
dude. My pick was the Dolphins over the Ravens. They won 42-38. They were losing 3-28 and 35-14, and then they put the team on their back.
My
and
reaction.
They overcame.
My reaction to that information.
I was so excited. So I'm 2-0 and you're 0-2 so far. Hey, it's still early
Damn
on.
it.
It's
Yeah,
still early on.
anything could happen, but like that's not a good streak to start out with.
No,
It's kind of
not.
fucking bad.
The teams who start the season 0-2 don't make the playoffs very often. All right, well, let me ask you this. Do you want to do the picks for week 3 now, or do you want me to wait till Wednesday night?
Let's wait till Wednesday night.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, the system that I would like to do is how the Michael K show does it. It's 3 picks in 1 week. 1 point, 2 point, and 3 points. So if your team wins and you pick 3 points, you get 3 points. And if you make a 2-point pick and they lose, nothing happens, but you don't get the 2 points. But that would be way too many picks, and I just want to.
Yeah, it's just
Ease into
casual, a little casual thing.
Yeah, but hey, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good so far.
I'm gonna come up from behind you and RKO you, buddy. I'm fucking.
Oh really?
Yes.
Well, yes. Well, let me
That should be a drop.
Which one?
The one where like like halfway through burping.
You know what? Let's go to a newer segment. One of my favorites, which is called "I Won't Be Back."
I won't be back.
I'll play you that drop or the clip of it next time I see you. Are you ready?
Yeah.
How many followers does Alex have this week? You have 96.7 thousand.
Let's go. I'm really close to 100K.
I don't think you'll get 100K by the end of September, but definitely
Shit.
like early to mid October, you'll get 100,000.
Probably, yeah. You're probably right.
But yeah, I really like that segment, and I just pulled up the list here for when I write down all my ideas. You thought it was called "And He Never Looked Back."
And he never looked back.
That's we got to come up with some sort of segment with that title. It's too good. That title's too good to not be used.
Maybe that'll be like our subscriber count. Or like when we do Korn and Kock live, it'll be like our subscriber count. We'll be like keep track of it.
every person
on
we
Twitch.
get, they don't look back. All right.
I want to talk about the Nintendo Direct.
Yeah. What do you got?
The Nintendo Direct fucking blew cocks and balls. It fucking sucked. It was
Nintendo
horrible.
Direct.
Yeah.
Okay.
First of all, they didn't stream it in the UK because the new Zelda game was fucking called Tears of the Kingdom, the sequel to Breath of the Wild Wind, and seemed a little inappropriate now since the Queen died like a few days before. But you know, whatever the fuck, who cares? That's not the big deal. That's not the biggest deal. The biggest deal is that they showed off like 80 million fucking RPGs that no one gives a fuck about. Like 4 farming simulator games. And every game that people were actually excited for either had like a fucking like title screen with no gameplay or like 30 seconds of gameplay. And it's like coming in like 18 months. And it's like fucking... What do you think we fucking came here for? Fucking Shigeru Miyamoto, Mario's creator, comes on stream and he's like, "Hello, the Mario movie by Illumination Studios, the studios that brought you Despicable Me, is still being made. Anyway, here's that Pikmin app that we released a year and a half ago. And let me talk about it for the next 4 minutes. Oh, by the way, we're making Pikmin 4. Okay, bye." And that was it. It was stupid. Wow.
So I'm looking, it says Fire Emblem Engage.
Oh yeah, that was the first thing they fucking showed off.
Right.
I don't give a fuck about Fire Emblem. If people like it, that's totally fine. I think Fire Emblem is boring, and I don't think that, like, okay, you can romance your partner. You can also romance your partner in real life. Have you tried that? I know, look who's talking, but still. I mean, like the main character, the fucking main character of the game, he's got like half red hair, half blue hair. He looks like he looks like Colgate toothpaste. And you know Marth from Smash Bros, the Fire Emblem guy? Yeah, he's in the game too, which fucking pisses me off because it's like, okay, at least up until this point, Fire Emblem has like consistently brought like new characters and stuff. This is like the first one, like the first mainline one, where they're bringing back characters from like older games, like I don't know if you remember Lucina from Smash Bros. She's like Marth, but she's like a girl. Yeah, she's like the great granddaughter of Marth. So like in the game, she calls herself Marth because it's like in the same universe, like it's like just hundreds of years later. So it's not really reusing the characters. In this new one, like the fucking guy puts on the Power Rangers ring and Marth just shows up as a ghost and he's like, "I will fight for you." And it's fucking like, I didn't think that Fire Emblem would have to rely on nostalgia and bringing back old characters to continue selling games, but here we are.
Well, dude, that's Hollywood. And now that's kind of seeping into the video game world, it sounds like.
Well, that's cool for people who like Fire Emblem. They've never had a sale for me, and they never will, probably. Not unless I can actually have sex with the characters. Then you know what? Then maybe I'll throw a couple bucks that way. But
I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that last part. Anyways, so we got Pikmin 4.
Yes. Like we got like one screenshot of gameplay and an announcement that it's coming in 2023, which I'm still very fucking happy it's happening, but you know what? It's been fucking 10 years since Pikmin 3. You could have showed something more. There's no fucking way you only started working on it last year. It's fucking bullshit.
This looks like it takes place in someone's backyard.
Yeah, it's the whole point of Pikmin, bro.
I never played Pikmin. And the videos that you... It didn't look like anyone's backyard. It looked like just a field. Or it looked underground.
Well, that was like Pikmin 2. Like, you could go underground. It's like... So, I mean, in Pikmin... More so in Pikmin 2, you can kind of notice there's like flower pots and stuff and like tiles. Stuff that wouldn't normally be in nature. Like, the whole point of Pikmin is like... It's like... They never outright say it, but it's like post-apocalyptic. Like... It's obviously Earth after the humans have fucked off. Yeah. So it's like that's why there's like flower pots and shit. And like in the newer games they make it more apparent that there's like human shit, and it looks like in the fourth one they're going to like really make it apparent that there's human shit cuz like there's a fucking park bench and stuff.
Well, let me ask you what this is. Octopath Traveler?
Oh my fucking god. It's another one of those fucking by the books RPGs, like fucking like Final Fantasy. It's made by the same guys who made Final Fantasy. Like, it's, I don't fucking care. Like,
kind of looks like Paper Mario.
You know, kind of a little bit. It's kind of like that, but with pixel art. Like, I don't know. Apparently the first one was good. I didn't know it was good enough to get a sequel that looks exactly like put both games side to side, the first one and the second one, they look fucking identical. It's very, it's like they fucking have like a machine that just pumps these games out just constantly. Kind of like how people talked about like Modern Warfare, like Call of Duty being the same game over and over again. It's kind of like
Assassin's Creed.
Oh, that too. Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Haven't heard about it. Haven't seen an Assassin's Creed game in a few years.
I'll look it up in a second. But then this last one, a Kirby game.
Oh yeah, it's a remake of a fucking Wii game that came out in like 2010.
Oh, so it's not even like
it's not even a new game. It's just a remake of a game that already exists.
Come on, that's the big announcement.
It's a decent game. I'll give it that. It's a decent game. It's a fun game. That Kirby game's actually pretty good. But the fact that it's a dude, it already came out. Like, I don't care.
I don't care. I'm trying to look at the when was it? The future games. Here we go. Can I just get a list? I just want a list of all the Assassin's Creed games.
There was 1, there was 2, there was Brotherhood, there was Revelations, there was 3, then Black Flag, and then Unity, and then there was like 8 more after that. And then I think the latest one that came out was like the one in Egypt. I forget what that one was called. It was probably called Assassin's Creed Egypt.
I just want a list. That's all I want.
I want a fucking Assassin's Creed game that takes place in rural Japan. With like samurai and like shinobi and shit. That'd be cool as fuck.
I want one to take place in Hawaiian Gardens. You know where that is?
No. Hawaii?
California.
Oh, of course
no,
not.
California. Wait, what the hell is this? We change the world every day in 100 different ways. Oh.
The fuck is that?
It's from Assassin's Creed.
Ah.
Okay, so the last one, Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Oh right. There was the Vikings one like 2 years ago or something. Okay, so, but like no one fucking talked about that, or at least no one in my circles fucking talked about that. So like I'm to me, Assassin's Creed hasn't been good since Black Flag. So I mean, that's.
Dude, Brotherhood was a lot of fun. I never finished it, and Revelations, the beginning, I had fun with it, but you know, it's Assassin's Creed. I mean, how many of these games can we pump out before it's like, hey, you know what? I think I've already played this game before.
Well, you could say the same thing about Mario Party. It's like, how many more of these are they gonna pump out because we play the game?
Yeah, I
but
know.
like, I don't know.
And look what happened.
Mario Party's actually fun.
I know, but look what happened with Mario Party. They started to kind of run out of ideas, but then they made the games even more simple, more child-friendly, you know? It's like, hey, Mario Party taught me in life that, hey, there are winners and there are losers. You win these mini games or you don't. Sorry, kid. That's what it is. But the later Mario Parties made it seem like everybody's a winner. Everybody gets a coin. Everybody gets something. And I didn't like it. So anyways,
Despicable.
what was the last thing you listened to?
BFG Division.
Nice. What was the last thing I listened to?
Actually, no, that's a lie. I listened to Zombies on Your Lawn, the end credits song for Plants vs. Zombies.
I listened to Pink Floyd. It was live version of Time. Was that the last song I listened to? Yeah, I think it was. And what was the last thing you watched?
Top Gun Maverick.
Oh, how was it?
It was pretty good, actually.
Right
Apparently, like it's sold at the box office like really fucking well.
Well, I mean, it's Top Gun, Tom Cruise. I mean, I'd be amazed if it lost money, you know?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good. I mean, I felt like it was like a bit cliche, but I mean, like it's based off of a fucking 80s movie. It's a sequel to an 80s movie. Like, what can you do? It was what it was. It was pretty good. And the fact that like most of the jet stunts were like actually filmed and like real, that helped. It was like, that's actually pretty cool.
Well, you know, Tom Cruise does his own stunts.
Oh yeah, no, he was actually in the fucking cockpit of those fighter jets.
And they're going to outer space to film stunts for Mission Impossible 13.
That's so. Honestly, as much of a shitter as Tom Cruise is for being a Scientologist, like he good on him. Like that takes balls, man. Like I want to see fucking Chris Pratt in fucking space for Guardians of the Galaxy 3. No, is he gonna do that? No, he won't even fucking do his own stunts in a cushy Hollywood filming studio. Fuck you, Chris Pratt.
What?
Fuck you,
Where
Chris
did that
Pratt.
come from?
Fuck you, Chris Pratt. You suck. You're not the voice of Mario.
This is coming from the guy. Never mind. I'm not gonna go there.
No, do it. Say it.
I'm not.
No, do it. Say it. No.
No.
You've said it in front of the people. Say it.
Well, no. So, anyways,
I'm not going to do that.
I have to not kill you. What in the hell was that?
That's like the like, you know, in Kitchen Nightmares when like Gordon Ramsay sees like a dead rat in like the freezer, and like there's like that musical sting where like he has that like look of shock on his face, and it's like, yeah, is that?
Do you really think I watched Gordon Ramsay?
Well, not religiously, but
No, I don't think I've ever gone out of my way to watch a single clip of Gordon Ramsay.
God damn, you're missing out. Some of it's really funny.
Some of it's really funny. That's not exactly selling me. All right, well, let's get on to a couple anniversaries here.
Sure.
So this one, I really couldn't find much. So this is, well, the best I got. 11 years ago, Mariano Rivera became the all-time saves leader with 602 saves. And you know what a save is in baseball?
No.
If a team has like a 2-3 run lead, they'll bring in a guy to close the game and end it, you know? So it's essentially like your job is to not choke. Your job is to hold it. And he did it 600 plus times. So I didn't know that. That was pretty cool. And then we have an album anniversary. I don't have the album with me, but it's A Change of Seasons by Dream Theater. Turns 27 years old.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Let me ask you really quick. You know the difference between an album and an EP, right?
An EP is like 4 to 5 songs, and an album's like 10 to like 12 songs.
Yes and no. It goes by the length. So it's LP for an album, long play, and EP is extended play. EP is shorter. An EP is like under a half hour, like 25 minutes, give or take. An album is like a half hour longer.
Mm-hmm.
So if you know the band Fontimus, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they made Delirium Cordia, which is one song, 74 minutes long.
But it's an album.
It's an album, yeah. And me and Zane disagree on this because he doesn't care about, EP, album, whatever. Well, that kind of it. So you're telling me you write 2 3-minute songs and release it? That's an album? Doesn't that just sound a little silly? So I think that's why they made it, okay, it's an EP. Okay, this is an album. Because again, and why I bring this up, this CD is 57 minutes long. And it's an EP.
Huh?
Yeah.
The fuck? What
Yeah.
is it? What are their albums usually like 2 hours long?
They did that once. It's 5 songs. The first song is 23 minutes long. And then the next 4 are covers. And the drummer was like, we wanted to call it an EP because we didn't want people to think that this was just an album. We wanted to show that we can write a whole album. This was just an EP. So I thought of that today while I was at work. Just wanted to throw that little nugget of information your way.
I mean, like, if there's only one original song, no matter how long it is, and the rest are covers, then I guess that kind of makes sense. Because it's like you don't want people to get their hopes up, and then it's like, oh, fuck, I already know this song. This isn't original, you bastards.
Yeah, I mean, I hope people wouldn't listen to Carry On Wayward Son and be like, Dream Theater wrote this? Bohemian Rhapsody? I thought Queen wrote that. Those are the same people who probably expect games to just be made. And when they see leaked footage of early gameplay, they're like, what is this shit?
Yeah. Fuck those guys.
Unbelievable. Well,
Forgivable.
so you remember what happened to me earlier today?
You shit yourself? No, you got fucking the God came down to you and said, "No Michael K show for you," and unplugged your headphones.
Yep. I tried to call into my New York show that I listened to in the Burger King lounge at work, and the producer answered on the second ring, and I'm like, hello. So I told him, and he put me on hold. So I got to listen in to the show live as it was happening. And right when they started taking phone calls, my AirPod in my right ear just decided to turn off, and it ended the call. So I was gone. I was off the list. And I was so mad. I called Alex. Did you hear that voicemail that I sent you?
Oh, I did. The thing is, I was talking to another guy. He was helping me with like setting up stream stuff because I want to get into like streaming soon, and I want my stream to look like somewhat professional. Like I don't want it to just be webcam in the corner, like gameplay footage. Like I want there to be like some borders, some fancy stuff, like maybe like text that says, "Oh, go subscribe to our podcast. Oh, go subscribe to whatever. Here's my Twitter." Stuff like that. And I got a call from Stone, and I'm like, "Oh shit." And I'm like, well, like he's in the middle of explaining something. I can't really say, just shut the fuck up, and then like go on the phone and answer Stone. So I text him. I'm like, 1 second, and because he was almost done. Like basically he was saying something, and then we were like wrapping up the call. But like so immediately I hear the doorbell ring, and I'm like, oh shit, what's going on? So I pick up my phone, and I'm like, I noticed piss and shit on the floor because our dog just piss and shit like all over in the front of the front door,
Yeah.
And as I'm doing that, I'm listening to, dude, I got on the call on the fucking Michael K show, and I talked to the producer, and I was queued up to ask a question, and my AirPod died, and it disconnected me from the call, and I couldn't get back. Oh, I'm so mad. And I was like, oh, I gotta call him back. So I called him back immediately, and he was just like, God hates me.
Is there any way you can save that voicemail? Like the first 20 seconds is like
for some
pure
reason,
gold.
like some recent iOS update, I think you can turn this off, and I never turned it on, so I think it just like happens automatically if you don't turn it off. But what it does is it transcribes a voicemail that you get from like somebody. So like, let's say for instance, like Dion sends me a voicemail and he's like, "Hey man, just call him to see if you can hang out. Talk to you later." After he's done sending it, the call, it'll send me a text that says voicemail received. Hey man, just wanted to see if you can hang out. You know, it transcribes it to you. Yeah. So it did the exact same thing for you. Like I have a text that just said. So I kind of want to read it because it's very funny.
Read it. I gotta hear it. All right. I gotta hear this.
So Stone's phone number deposited a new message. Dude, comma, the worst thing just happened. I called the Michael Cave, like cave,
that's
not
wrong,
K,
but,
cave
yeah.
show, and the Andrew, the producer, answered, and he put me on hold, and I was listening to the live show, and right when they were taking phone calls, like right before they went to the next one, my headphones disconnected and the call ended. I missed it because my stupid headphones just decided to my headphones just decided to take a dump on me. Like, oh my God, I literally raised my fifth to the heavens. I'm so upset right now and I can't call back. The line's busy. Unbelievable, terrible, end.
Literally, dude, I like both hands, just like yeah, just not yelling, but just like no. I was, and then he called me back, and I essentially just did the same thing. So I didn't quit. I called back 6-8 times, and I was able to get Andrew again.
Oh, did you actually? Oh shit!
I did, yeah.
Oh, fuck. I haven't heard this. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, you little fucking prank caller. Beep.
Yeah, well, prank caller. But, jeez. So he says, well, I told him, I'm like, hey, look, I was just on hold, but my phone, hung itself up. I'm Stone from Phoenix. And he goes, what did you want to talk about it again? And I told him. And he goes, you should probably go with the first one. And I'm like, okay. So then I was on hold, and I listened to the live show for 2 hours and 6 minutes straight. All right? So you're on hold. I'm listening to the show live, commercials and everything. The show ends at 6 o'clock Eastern time. So it's like 2:50, Phoenix time. It's like 10 minutes before the show, and they're still doing an interview with a guy, Steve Young. And I'm just like, this isn't going to happen. I'm going to have to try it again tomorrow, and it's not going to be as funny. 2:53. And keep in mind, the whole podcast, the whole show, they would just go, all right, let's take a phone call. Let's go to, and I'd be like, oh, is this it? And they go, let's go to Roger in the car. What's up, Roger? And you're like, oh, okay. There was a couple Steves, okay? So you'd hear, all right, let's go to
And you were like,
Middletown. Yeah, I was like, oh, is this it? Steve from Middletown. I'm like, because I also thought maybe a lot of people think my name is Steve because they just don't want to believe it's Stone. Or when I write it, they just think it's Steve. So I thought, oh God, he's going to say Steve. I'm not going to say anything. And they're going to go, oh, he's not there. Hang up, click. And then there you go. It's 2:55. And the previous phone call they took, Michael said something like, this guy, well, I gotta give him respect. He was on hold for about 2.5 hours. And I'm just like...
No. Did you actually go on?
Well, I was like, man, that's a great intro because I've been on hold for like 2 hours. And he goes, All right, let's go to Stone in Phoenix. What's up, Stone?
You actually got it.
I got it.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I
Oh
got
my
it.
fucking god. Hell yeah, dude. That high five across
Let's
the camera.
go.
That's
Virtual high
fucking-
five.
That's fucking awesome.
There we go.
Oh, good for you, man. Good for you. What did you ask him? What did you ask him?
Okay, I recorded it too. So
Oh,
I'll
fuck
send it to
yeah.
you.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. That's awesome. That's so
dude,
good.
It was so funny. It wasn't a question. I had a funny nickname for the head coach of the Jets, so I wanted to run it by them, and they liked it. They liked the nickname.
See,
man.
you know what? You had you had the L, and you know what? You bent it into a W.
Can you do that analogy again?
Yeah, you had the L. Wait, on my camera, you had the L, and then you bent it into a W. Fuck
Hold
yeah.
on. I'm gonna do something right now. You're probably gonna hate me for this.
Oh my fucking god.
I want to get a video. Hold on. I'm gonna record this. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. I'm gonna record this on Snapchat. So this is on the podcast. I want you to edit this out. I want you to do exactly what you just did. All right.
All right.
All right.
Stone.
All right, go.
Stone, you took that L and you bent it into a W.
Oh my god, I love it. All right.
That's fucking great. I'm glad. I can't wait to hear the clip. Oh, yeah, you gotta admire the dedication. This guy's been waiting for 2.5 hours. That's fucking wild. Oh, I'm happy for you.
I gotta find it. And you know what the call before me was? The guy was talking about how bagels, about how like I like eating cream cheese on bagels, but when you have cream cheese on bacon, that's a little disgusting. I'm with Don, and I'm like, they're taking this call, but not mine. That actually has to do with football. Isn't that ironic? I called about football.
Damn.
But I actually do have a couple baseball questions that I will, because this is my first time. I'm going to call again. I'm definitely going to call back in later on. But yeah.
Michael, this is Stone. Please don't hang up.
Please hang up. Yeah. But I told my dad, it was an emotional day, dude, because I was really low. Because I woke up, it's Monday morning, I go to work, and I'm like, hey, work's not so busy. Maybe it'll be a fairly early day. So I'm starting to come up a little bit. I'm in Burger King on break, watching Seinfeld. I don't even know how, but I was just on my contact list, and I'm scrolling through it, and I saw Michael K. phone number, and I'm like, why not? Ring, doesn't pick up. And I was about to put it away, and I'm like, let's do it again. Hit it the second time, ring. Hello, what's your name? And I'm like, Stone. He goes, all right, what do you want to talk about with the guys? And I tell them, and he goes, okay, I'm going to put you on hold. And now, that was the most nervous I've probably felt in my entire life. And I'm in the Burger King lounge.
You're on the fucking air. You're on the fucking air to like how many New Yorkers listening? They're like, this guy's name is Stone. What the fuck?
In Phoenix. Well, not just New York, all over the country. Because people listen to that show live.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm sure, yeah, but like, I mean, like, they're based in New York, right?
They're based in New York, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so.
Hey, you know what? Hold on. I'm going to send it to you right now.
Oh my fucking god. That's awesome.
I don't think we can't play it over. We can't play it right now, can we?
I could like get the clip and I can like try to play it over the thing.
All right. I like that. All right, well,
I just have to put the timestamp. So right now, future me, I'm gonna put it in right now.
Beside was in trouble anyway. Let's go to a Stone in Phoenix. Stoney, what's up?
Hey, Michael. Hey, John. Hey, Peter. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm glad I was able to catch you guys. Really quickly, do you think we can call Robert Saleh the cashier?
I like it.
Ooh.
The cashier.
Because he got the receipts.
He's got the receipts.
Yeah,
Why not, Stone?
Well, not just that, but do you think his wallet is going to get so big it's going to be like George Costanza's exploding wallet?
You know, that's a really, really good question, because if you put too many receipts in a wallet, I don't even carry a wallet anymore, Don. You carry a wallet? Oh, sure. Here's
So, there you go.
All right.
That was an awesome clip that I haven't heard as of this recording.
Did you get it? I sent it.
On Michael K. Sent a video. Oh shit. All right.
It's just audio.
He calls you fucking. Oh my god. He calls you Stony. That's.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Hey Stony. What the that like? Come on, dude. You've been waiting for 2.5 hours. Really?
Anyways,
Oh goodness.
yeah. I was
Hey, you fucking got on, man. That's.
I'm
like,
famous.
Here's the thing. I'm famous. No, see, you come to me and you tell me to do that. It's like, what the fuck? Okay, well, you mentioned the fact that guy was talking about bagels, right? And that kind of made me a little less nervous, because if they're just talking about fucking bagels, and I could go on and talk about fucking whatever. I could be like, hey, do you think drawing cartoon porn for Patreon for like a subscription service is like a valued profession? And Don would be like, no, next caller. Like,
Dude,
right? But I would
fair,
I think I'd be so nervous that I would stutter every word.
I know,
honestly.
and if you listen to the clip, I was in my truck, and when they said let's go to Stone, I'm like, okay, I got about 3 seconds to like get it out. So I just made sure to speak calm and slow and just made sure. So here's what I said. Last Sunday, the Jets got blown out by the Ravens, and the head coach, Robert Saleh, he comes on the show every Monday. And he's, football's all big and manly. So he's talking big, and he goes, blah, blah, blah. Not a lot of people believe in this team, and I'm definitely going to be keeping receipts. And at the end of the year, I'm going to bring them back to those who didn't believe in us and shove it down their throats. Like, okay, you've been coached for 1 year, you've won 4 or 5 games, and you're talking about keeping receipts? Why don't you win some games, bud? So then everybody, it kind of became a big story in New York for a few days. So I'm like, okay, receipts. Why don't we call him the cashier? Because he's holding on to all those receipts. So that's what the call was. And then the second part, I made a Seinfeld reference to George, because there's an episode where he puts a bunch of receipts and papers into his wallet, and it just expands and it explodes. So I'm like, do you think that'll happen to him one day? And he goes, you know what? That's a very good question. But they liked my nickname. They did like the cashier.
Wouldn't that just like warm the cockles of your heart if like next Monday they're like, all right, we got the cashier here.
Oh, better yet, I told my dad, what you have to hope for is a day from now or next week when the Jets win, they go like, yeah, what was that caller last week? He had like a weird name. He's from like Phoenix. Call him the cashier. Yeah, what was that guy? I think his name was Stone. Oh yeah. Yeah, I hope that guy calls in with another cool nickname or something like that. That is like picture perfect.
That would be. See, they don't even know that we're gonna fucking post this podcast or fucking talking about it. Michael K, if you're watching this right now, don't forget to wash your ass, courtesy of At the Drive-In.
Why you gotta drag me down with you?
Oh, I'm not. This is fully on me. Leave Stone out of this. This is on me. This is a Korn moment.
I do think it was very ironic that he called me Stony.
For those of you uninitiated, Stone hates it when people call him that. Like, he's okay with like people in his family calling him that, but like I tried that once and he was like, "Don't call me that." I was like, "Why not?" And he's like, "Don't." And I was like, "Okay."
Because that's what my parents and like my family call me. So I feel like I'm 8-10 years old again. But it's just like imagine if Feezy was like a family thing, but then I tried to say, or Zane tried to say it. It's like, no, it doesn't sound right.
No, I mean, like, I get the idea what you're coming from, but like with Feezy, it's like everybody fucking calls him Feezy. I mean, except his friends, but you know.
Well, what I should have said was Feezy said, "Hey, Alex calls me that. He's my brother. My mom calls me that. That's one thing. But when my friends call me that, and when girls call me that, I hate it when girls my age call me Stony. It doesn't sound right. It doesn't. I hear my grandparents, and I also hear me getting yelled at across the house to come and help them, or I'm in trouble, so they yell Stony or something like that. So what do I hear? What's up, Stony? Like, oh man.
Like, what are you gonna do? Hang up?
The old power move.
First of all, don't call me Stony. Second of all, hi, what's up, guys? Third of all, so how about that coach for the
How about
for
the
Miami?
cashier?
How about
What's
the
he
cashier?
doing? Yeah, but if you want, you can. I think you can almost hear my nerves a little bit. So the second time I call, and I'm going to be a vet. I'll be a pro. I'll be, what's up, guys?
Oh, vet. I've been through the trenches, man.
I will say every time they said let's go to, I got a little less nervous every time, and yeah, it was pretty fun. It was a highlight of my day.
Fuck yeah, dude. Hell yeah. It's a good way to start the week. By going so low and then coming back up, riding that wave.
I know. Oh my god, it was mentally exhausting. Like when that was done with, I'm like, and by the way, while I was on hold, I was amped up. I was working incredibly fast, and I'm like, I think I'm going faster because of this. This should probably happen more often.
Let me be on your show more often.
So that's all I got on
That's
my side
awesome.
of things.
That's fucking great. I wish I had a cool story like that happened to me today. I sat at home and worked on comics.
Yeah, you could call them Michael. You could call that show.
I could, absolutely. But since it's a sports-centered show, like, I feel like if I were to make it, like, too goofy, they'd be like, all right, this clown, let's move on. You're a clown, yeah. Alex Korn.
Though the producer asks you, what do you want to talk to them about? So you really would have to either get something sports-related or just come up with some question. Or you can say, here's what I really want to happen. I want to get one of them to say, pee-pee poo-poo man. And there's a drop of Michael saying, that's a poo-poo take.
Oh my God.
All right, so pee-pee poo-poo man is not that far, that's not entirely fantasy. It's almost, they wouldn't do it, but I would love to just call up and just be like, hey, can you guys do me a solid? What's that? Can you just give me a good drop and say, pee-pee poo-poo man? And then they're going to go, pee-pee poo-poo man. I'm going to go, all right, thanks, got it. That's good. You said it. I'll let you go. Bye. But
what do you think about the recent allegations that this player has been called the pee-pee poo-poo man? They're like, the pee-pee poo-poo man.
Don's
and I'd be like,
about golf.
and I'd be like, you just made my podcast 10 times better. Bye. And hang up.
Better yet,
what podcast? What's going on?
Can you give Zane a shout out? And they'll say it. I'll be like, all right, thanks. and then leave.
I need you to shout out Zane.
Oh man.
I'm gonna have to censor that.
I was gonna say I stopped myself of saying his last name. I got about halfway through. You just plowed right through that. I hate this little box so much. I can't stop looking at it.
All right, well, now that I have officially ruined Zane's career.
Yeah, I was mentioned on the Michael K show. I gotta get out of here. I gotta go into witness protection program. Okay, that was mean. I'm sorry. All right, well, I think it's time we wrap it up.
Wrap things up. Okay, play the Korn and Kock rewind.
Here's Kock.
That was a good clip. All right. We talked about Queen of England's death that I don't care about. We talked about it's fucked up. Sorry. It's very sad that she died. It's not a good thing when people die. Please don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's a good thing that she died. I'm just saying that I'm not into it. Point is, then we talked about Nintendo Direct. We talked about GTA 6 leaks. We talked about NFL predictions and how I'm 0-2 and Stone's 2-0.
2-0, baby.
And then we did Stone had the greatest Monday of his life going through not being on the Michael K show to in the 11th hour being on the Michael K show.
Last call of the day, dude.
That's
so happy.
That's fucking great. And honestly, yeah.
In fact, I'm gonna pull up that thing. I want to hear what they say, because they said something like, that guy's been on hold for a long time, and I thought they said like 2.5 hours. I'll do it when we're done recording.
Okay, for sure. Also, you gotta tell me what you were gonna tell me that reminded me you of at the end of the podcast.
Oh, what was it? Oh man, what was it? It's on the tip of my tongue.
It was probably this. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Have a good one.
Is this goodbye? Is this it?
Oh, this is it.
This is it. All right. I'll see you. Just why don't you play "Jump" by Van Halen?
Okay. I shit myself. We're out of here. Bye, everybody.
See you later. What